everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are on the Italia map. Let's start something brand new on this wonderful map. And I'm just trying not to get lost on my way back from the shop. Met my new Dutzfar tractor. Got a manure spreader in the back. Start off by spreading some compost. Go this way. Hey Fabio and Jamberry, if you're still around. How you doing tonight? We are the proud owners of the pig farm down here in the valley, and as such we own several of the fields around here. I think I missed my turn. Classic me, I missed my turn. Okay, looks like I can maybe double back up here. Who else is playing on the map, and where did you start? And how are you playing? There's our farm. So just for funsies, I decided I would go ahead and activate all of the recommended mods from his website, excluding a couple that were just random links to just a random download. I wasn't so sure about those. I was thinking about starting at the base spot, but I want to change it up a little bit by starting here at the pig farm. Added the compost and compost tea stuff. We're going to be spreading some compost. Particular tractor I'm in was one of the mods that was on the site. Got it. Upgrade the engine. So this is going to be our workhorse. Pretty much going to do everything other than actual harvest. Didn't even move that out of the way. Squiggy, we're going to stream for about 2 hours. And then we'll be turning it over to Raz. He's going to be streaming tonight also. Go ahead and get started here on field 23. Soren, basically it's the mods that are on the mod author's recommended list is what we're using tonight. And pretty much what we're going to be using for all of the gameplay. You know what? Hold on. I've been so disjointed. I knew I should have came on here earlier. Then I got sidetracked because I'm trying to get another project started up. I should have came on here a little bit earlier. Hey, Connor, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good today. Raz, I started down at the pig farm. We're heading back. I gotta go back to the shop because I gotta get my soil sampler. Today is Friday. Good for you, right? Got another 4 hours before it's going to be Friday for me. Traffic always so slow when you're trying to get somewhere. Oh, I might get narrow tires at some point. I'm not really concerned about it right now. Thursday night, we got dual streams going on. Oh, Squiggy, you've never experienced playing seasons on the long form? Just that way. Well, the biggest key to playing seasons in the long form is remembering you got plenty of time. No need to rush. We have 8 game days between now and mid-spring. And if we're going to be running around at 10 clock speed, 10 times normal speed, okay? So for me, I like that because I feel that it gives a more realistic time frame. So look, it's 11:19. We're leaving the shop. And let's see when it is by the time we finally get back to the farm. And then we think about, you know, if we have to run down to the shop, we're going to burn, you know, let's say we're going to burn an hour of time. Every time we have to run to the shop, we're going to burn an hour. Oh my gosh, the train's coming. Here's the train. Just missed it. I think this is not the route we took earlier. Now we're gonna get lost. At any rate. Well, Fabio, I was looking before the stream started. There's a mod out there that lets you do it. I forget the name, so I just went in the XML and set it manually. But there's a mod out there that lets you set 10x. It basically lets you set like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, and so forth. But I forgot the name of the mod. I couldn't find it in about the 5 minutes I had. So I just went into the game settings, game save.xml, and just changed the clock to 10. Can you link, Jamberry, can you be as kind as to link that for me? I'll grab it real fast. So running at 10 times speed, okay, that means every 6 minutes, or sorry, every 10 minutes, yeah, every 6 minutes is an hour. So 6 real life minutes is an hour. And if we play, basically, let's say 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., all right, that's approximately 15 hours of work, right? So 15 hours of work, and every 6 minutes is an hour. So 6 times 15. And that's how, basically, how long it's going to take to go through a game day, which I believe is about an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Every 90 minutes, we're going to have a new game day. So all we're probably going to accomplish today is taking some soil samples and getting a couple fields composting. But it's fine because it's the first day of early spring. And we'll have 7 more days to do stuff. Yeah, I was searching like time, I was searching speed, I was searching variable. None of that was turning up anything useful. We've already had nearly an hour go by since we left the shop. Yeah, when you play at 5 times speed, then basically it's nearly 3 hours per game day. So 5 times speed with 6-day seasons is the equivalent of 10 times speed, 12-day seasons. Just the days go by a little bit faster, but you have twice as many days to deal with it. Also means that you have, looking at your weather, oh, it might snow tomorrow morning and rain tomorrow morning. So maybe tomorrow is a complete washout. Well, if you have a complete washout because of weather, it doesn't really matter that bad because you've got 7 more. Whereas if you play 6-day seasons and you lose a day because of weather, it might be a bit more problematic. Ah, you can do a little share and turn back time. Let me grab that real quick. There we go. Thank you, Jamberry, for your fabulous moderator services. So, in my opinion, I think some of the biggest problems some people have with seasons is that they just play at a clock that's too short, which then makes greater risk of losing crop because of weather conditions and so forth. Yep, the crop sensor would obviously do this while I was driving. But again, I have literally all the time in the world to kill at this point. I don't know if this is the legit way to get into this field or not, but we're just going to do it. All right, we're going to send the samples off to test. Got our field analyzed. Now we can come back and hook up to this. And we will tossing it back down. So, order. So the first time I did 24-day seasons was back in Farm Sim 17 on a map called Churn Farms. And for the most part, I set the clock to 15 times speed. And I sized the equipment to the point where I felt that if I got one field done a day, that was accomplishing something. So if I got one field planted, one field cultivated during one game day, then that was accomplishing something. And I had maybe 8 to 10 fields on that map. So basically, if I got one done a day in cultivation, then I would have all my fields cultivated by the end of early spring. And if I got them all planted and seeded, then I would have all the seeding done by mid-spring. Then that would give me late spring to fertilize, to maybe start doing a little bit of grass work, and so forth. Then I had the entire summer to do hay work and forestry because I was done farming. You know, I had planted everything, I had everything fertilized, and then basically autumn started, and again I figured if I could get one field harvested a day, I would be done in early autumn. Then if I had weather problems, rain delays, I had 16 days in autumn to, fine, that's fine. If I lose a day, another 15 days to spare. David, I am enjoying the map. I enjoyed it during the drive around for sure. And, yeah, I wanted to do this. I was looking for a map to do something different. I hadn't done in 19. I hadn't done a long seasons playthrough in 19. So I thought to myself, I could see myself spending a lot of time on this quite attractive map. And, well, that's what we're doing. Locker on in there. Did I download that? I think I downloaded it. Maybe I didn't add it in. I did go to his website today and I saw he had an update. I know I downloaded it, but I might not have copied it over. Oh, you're talking about Hofbergman. No, I haven't looked at Hofbergman for a while. That is another fabulous map that I think gets way too little coverage. Oh, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. It was 10 something when we started this stream. So we should get through a day and a half during a typical live stream. We're gonna have to go get ourselves another load of compost. And works on pizza. Huh? I thought that was a funny bit. Morning, Steve. How you doing tonight? So, in Farm Sim news, did everybody see the announcement today? Amazing new grass simulator coming to a computer near you. Fight it out with 3 million other blades of grass. See who can survive. Murderous rampage. Bunch of cattle. Oh, this is going. Makes it go down? What makes it go down? It's lower. Left control Q. Shift lets left Left Alt A. Left Alt Q. And if and when we ever get pigs. Got that done. Now it's kind of out of the way. Something else that I need to do is I need to go move crop over at the starting silo back here to this farm at some point. David, that is the animal pen extension mod. That's what we use on all of our map videos. Ah, Ben, that is correct. The announcement, Giants announced Grass Simulator today at a 9-hour live stream showing the first ever playthrough, start to finish. The match was 9 hours. It was epic. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. The animal pen extension also has what's called a auto-selling milk station that it puts at the milk trigger for cattle. And if you want to, you can use that and basically pretend to hire a driver to come collect your milk. There is a service fee for that purpose, or for that service. But, you know, if you're too busy farming and you don't have time to run your milk, then you can pay a guy to come pick up your milk. Yeah, I don't have any idea how many of the mods that are on this guy's recommended list are PC only. All I know is I just went down the list, clicked on each one of them, opened them all up in a new tab, and then downloaded them and tossed them in. The auto drive might be interesting on the new Susquehanna River map. When it first came out, it seemed like all it did was take you from point A to point B. It didn't do any field work. Now apparently maybe you can program it to basically run a trailer beside a harvester. Basically, David, what you should do is just type GTX in the Giants Mod Hub search, and just download those mods. Guaranteed you'll find a use for 90% of them. Is a fabulous friend of the channel, and well, you never know when a mod that you never thought about will show up with his name on it, and it will become a staple to your mod list. Hank, I did not mention that it was built on a 4X and only using a very small portion of it because I didn't realize it. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end. If you look at the PDA, in the end, it might be about the size of a standard map. So the fact that it's built off of a 4X base map doesn't really have much much relativity in my head. That is good enough. I don't have any idea what I'm planting in these fields yet, so good enough for now. Oops. This map does have some sort of different crop destruction because we're destroying the corn stalks that are here. Indeed, it does. It does give it a little different scale. If you realize that all of that green is a 4X canvas, if you will, versus a standard canvas. It was pointed out to me after the video in a comment because I guess they were watching the coordinates down on my mini map, and it asked the question related to the mini-map coordinates. As I have mentioned before, one way to establish if a map is 4X or not is what are the coordinates at the extreme southeast. If the coordinates are over 2048, then it's definitely bigger than a standard map. A 4X map would be 4096, the max coordinate. I guess a 16X map would be whatever 4096 is times 2, so that would be 8152 or something. It's 5:30, it's starting to get dark. It's gonna get dark quick. Only thing I got accomplished today was I bought a tractor, picked up a manure spreader, picked up a soil sampler, got one field sampled, one field composted, started on another field, and now, oh, what happened there? Hold on. Somehow I hit a button. Haha, Simon. Sorry about that. Sorry about tricking you so badly. Yeah, I thought that was I thought that would be believable enough that folks would hopefully go for it. But then maybe, just maybe think that wait, if there's mice in the game, what? Gotta buy a whole herd of cats. Alright, it is nighttime. Oops, I accidentally bumped my clock. Didn't mean to. So, tell you one thing I want to do. I'm gonna fly around. I'm gonna fly around this map. And just see. Looks like a night. And this is nighttime lighting. Darn good. Over here to this other farm. I mean, this guy did some really... Yeah, it really worked. Up here to town. Got all his lights just come in. Oh, what time is it? It is just 7 o'clock. Well, let's sleep for 11 hours. Oh, I wouldn't have no. What are we leasing? What am I leasing? Oh, yeah, okay, at least that. All right. Let me do this. Let me do this real fast. All right, download that. I'm gonna exit the game. I'm gonna add that time scale. Hopefully that'll keep me from bumping the time clock again. Be right back. That. Well, Savage, one thing is, and Giants has said this in the past, is that unlike mod map authors, they have to design a map that runs great, good, or well on every platform that the game exists for. So that is, they have to basically program now for the least common denominator, which is Xbox One and PS4. So they have to design a game for that least common denominator. Means they have to engineer the models of the equipment as well as the maps themselves to run well on the weakest platforms or platform that their game is released on. So unlike a mod author who can design a map to run only on the highest end computer hardware, then he can obviously go full tilt with 4K textures, tons of trees, super long view distances, because he doesn't care, because he has no intention of it playing nice, if you will, on how do we adjust? How do we adjust the time scale again? Left control, and plus and minus. Left control. Left control. All right, it's at 7. Did I activate it? Thought I did. Control keypad plus. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I wanted. I don't think this does what I want it to do. I don't think that's the right mod. Left control 4. Left control 4 and 5 doesn't do anything. Eight changes time. Left control squats. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just have to look at it later. Oh, well, that's what Jamberry linked. Jamberry linked a time scale. There's a fine time scale. Like I said, I knew it existed. I just couldn't remember the name of it. Fine time scale. There we go. We'll grab that one too. But we will just play with it how we got it now. I won't fret too much about it until we get out for the next video. Now I'm thinking I might do this series a couple different ways. We're obviously kicking it off here in live stream format, but I'm thinking about doing it in pre-recorded with the occasional live stream. Oh no, I got snow. That's okay. I'll still put down compost. It'll eventually melt into the ground. Yeah, I didn't know that this map had different crop destruction. I almost felt bad about placing the compost heap because I'm so bad at placing things. We're not applying manure, we're applying compost. I also added the compost and compost tea mods. Can any of the silos hold straw? Scooter's workbench, I completely missed that. I really feel bad about missing that cultivator. And I was looking over mods earlier today and I thought to myself, well, I don't really see anything super noteworthy, which was a little disappointing because I took today off. We have tomorrow off. Place that I work, kids are on Easter break. We'll call it Easter break. And as a result of being on Easter break, they're gone until next Tuesday. So employees get Friday off, Good Friday off. And I thought, you know what, let's take Thursday off and make a 4-day weekend out of it and just burn one vacation day. What I did. I spent the day cooking the ribs on the grill. I should have spent the day making sure I was ready for this thing to start. Well, Jeff, that's what I'm doing. I'm composting in the spring. And then I will work the compost in the soil as I am basically subsoiling the ground. Oh my goodness, snow for, well, I tell you what, we had some really nice weather last week. Today, I think it was in the upper 30s. Windy. Made it hard to do the ribs on the grill. I basically gave up and finished them off in the oven. I think it was VI Planet that told me about the crop in the starter silo, right? Hey, Steve the farmer, what's up? I'll go ahead and take a moment here and plug that tomorrow night we're going to be doing a premiere video with the results of Red versus Green. We've watched me scream Team Red. We've watched Raznik and Doughboy scream Team Green. Tomorrow night you'll be able to watch a premiere of the results. Tomorrow morning I'll be shutting both servers down, downloading the save games, plugging the numbers in, doing difficult mathematics to calculate out the winner, and I'll be putting all that together in a little video piece. I think I'm also going to attempt to do a flyover of the map as it existed before both teams got on, and then do a flyover of Team Red's map, and then a flyover of Team Green's map. You can kind of see how each team, well, completely destroyed the map in their own respective ways. I can tell you we took very different courses of action. We'll compare the stats. We'll compare a lot more stats than just the stats that we are using to calculate out points. So we'll see how many pigs, for example, did each team basically raise. How many cows did each team raise? And then we'll find out who is the ultimate victor in Team Case IH versus Team John Deere's challenge. Rastic might be streaming a little bit of that tonight, depending on how much the boys over there got done earlier, he said. And if all things go as wishfully planned, it's going to be another multiplayer project kicking off next week. No challenge. Been done with challenges for a little while. Talking to me, Jeff? Yes, we do. I won't be logging. Somebody else on the server wants to log, that's up to them. But it's what I'm calling a chill multiplayer. There's no, well, there's no real rules, but there's no winner. There's no challenge. No points. It's just get on the multiplayer server and run your farm and hopefully interact with other players that are on the server running their farm. It's going to be another long season's play, and since the servers would be running 24/7, then it means you're not feeling like you're a slave to the server. Like, well, geez, if I don't get on today, then I'm not going to be able to then I'm not going to have enough crop in the ground, because you don't get on every single day. What happened? So many multiplayer servers, since a lot of them run 24/7, the seasons, the end result is, if you can't get on every single day, then you run the risk of not being able to get all your crops in the ground, or not get all your animals taken care of, or not get all your crops out of the ground. Jeff, this is the pig farm. There's no sheep here. And we don't have any animals at this point. It will be on Susquehanna River Valley. Yes, indeed. Optimus, we will. We will ban logging for sure. I mean, the idea that you had to plant every tree you cut, that was my hope, to curtail logging. But it turned out that the save game wasn't saving the number of trees cut for whatever reason in multiplayer. Definitely records it in single player, So as a result, we didn't really know how many trees were cut. So then it was a, well, do we just plant fixed number of trees per team? And ultimately we just decided to just match the number of trees that Team Green had already planted. And there it just kind of worked its way out. Jeff, I don't know how many pigs we're going to get. It kind of depends on how much crop is in this silo that we still have to eventually pick up. Got some crop in the silo. A fair bit of crop. So there's no real rush. I'll probably pick up the pigs after we get some amount of work done. Yeah, I didn't realize this map had this, what do they call it, crop destruction 2.0. Because the corn stalks are being destroyed as we drive over them. Hey Justin, what's up? Nice logo. Carrie, that's the compost mod. There is no bunker there in the map. I placed that. See, we are putting compost down, not manure. Apparently I ran off at the mouth the other week, and Team Green says that I committed to, if they win, I have to play John Deere on the next play, which is going to have to be the Susquehanna River Valley. So there's a lot at stake. Team Green's got some serious motivation to win. Team Red has some serious motivation to keep that from happening. I'm just backing up to it and hitting R to fill. Be sure to vote in the community YouTube channel. Put a poll in there to vote players to vote on their favorite, on who they prefer to have the team win. Well, it depends if you have the easy mode or the hard mode. I put the hard mode one in. If you put the easy mode in, you just kind of have to pull up beside it. Hard mode one is designed for you to have to back up into it. So I had put in small compost. Oh, I put in the easy one. Small compost import easy. The pro is supposedly you have to back up into. Easy one you just kind of pull out in front of. easy, I should be able to be fairly far away from it. Yeah, see, I'm filling it from right here. Oh, there's no, well, there's no real teams on the Susquehanna one. Unless there's some people that want to team up to just run the farm. But it's going to be 5 to 6 people just getting on, doing their thing, running their farm, and hopefully over the course of the gameplay, we experience, you know, running not into people, but running past folks, seeing other folks, you know, kind of drive down the road as we're working the field. We see people maybe working the field as we drive down the road, etc. I can use a bucket for sure on the Pro one. See, I bought 22 and 23. Those are our biggest fields. Then we have 11, 12, 13, 14, and 21. Got 7 fields here. Hopefully I can figure out how to get into these others. Here. We should be able to get the rest of these fields censored and hopefully cultivated this game day. And that'll mean that we are basically done our soil testing in 2 game days. We've got a initial layer of nitrogen down before planting. And then we can look at basically putting down additional nitrogen. Just like that. Just like the season, the snow and the loss of traction. Tell you a funny story about when I was doing some pre-release testing with Seasons. There was a bug that caused a new layer of snow to appear every time the game loaded. And when I was doing Seasons testing, I would load in and out of the save game a fair bit. And every time I loaded in and out of the save game, I would get another layer of snow. And I ended up with so much snow that it was over the, there goes the snow. It was over the fence on the in-game animal areas. So basically imagine, we don't have in-game animal areas, but imagine snow deeper than this fence. Okay? Just far deeper than the game is supposed to allow. it completely broke the traction physics. I mean, it was like driving on ice. I don't think I'm running a geo, actually. Let me look. I don't think I added one. No, it's just normal seasons. Because I think there's somewhat of a geo built into the map. There's definitely conditions built into the map with respect to all of these extra crops and stuff. I just left it. Raz, this is a Dutes that was in his list of recommended mods. So in setting up for this, I just went down the list of recommended mods that he had and basically downloaded every single one of them. Other than the ones that pointed to like just a random media share file. If it didn't take me to a web page, it told me what it was downloading. I didn't touch it. So that was like, I think there were like 2 mods that were like that. All I know is I just went up here to medium tractors and I found it listed here because I was looking for a, I can see this one's 210 horsepower. So I was looking for a tractor that could run and pretty much be my only tractor. And I figured 210, I could pretty much do what I wanted with. So seasons is supposed to limit the amount of snowfall to 4 layers. I don't know. I really don't know how deep a layer is supposed to be. Fury Machine Gaming, thanks for the drop-in. We're going to be streaming for about another 45 minutes, and then we're going to hand it off to Mr. Raznik there, who's going to be doing his own thing. Definitely going to be on Emerald Coast, from what I understand. Might be doing a little red versus green. Word on the street is Team Green is selling off everything tonight because it should be the last day on the server. Up there on the hill. And right here I started to plow and then I decided no, I need to do other stuff. Tomorrow Isn't tomorrow going to be the first day of spring? I was pretty sure it's going to be the first day of spring tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I don't want your guys to think they have an extra day. Alright, tomorrow for the year, okay. But sometimes people have I don't know why, but sometimes people have a different idea what midnight is. I didn't put any lime down yet. Nope. Should be all the fields. Yep, it's all the fields we own. Yep. Hold it up. Off. Soil samples are back. We're going to drop this off here and tell the folks at the shop they can come pick it up. Or we might take it back down the shop toward the end of the day. We're going to have to pick up a subsoiler. And as Jeff pointed out, we're going to have to pick up a lime applicator. Also, go. Is that something people... Oh, there's technically how you get in the field. Is that something people do, though? Do they really wing lime with a manure spreader? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think we put lime down that often. We did. I don't ever remember seeing it. All right, night, Jamberry. 12 hours until fast night. Yeah, that's about my math. Twelve hours of fast night. We put it 9:22 in the morning. for me, and I was figuring up about 9 o'clock would be morning time. Like I said, I was going to jump in tomorrow, verify the time of the server, and if it was day 1 of spring, I'm going to save it and shut it down, turn it off, and then copy the save game local. All right, Fury, thanks for dropping by. That way to get to the other field. And it's 4:55 p.m. Day 2. Well, because we're running 15. We stuck the wrong time mod in. So I think we were probably talking the other couple weeks ago maybe, about the number of mods that got released so far in Farm Sim 19 versus Farm Sim 17 over its entirety. And I think at the time, it's possible that the in-game mod hub had bumped up to either 4,200 or 4,500 mods on the Giants mod hub for Farm Sim 19, while Farm Sim 17 had, I think, maybe 2,200, 2,100 total mods. Now, of course, on PC, we can get mods from pretty much anywhere, so the mod count on the Giants mod hub isn't much of a real factor. But if you use that number as kind of a rough gauge, the number of mods that exist in 19 far outstrip the number of mods that have been released for 17. I mean, you think about this map. If this guy's been working on this map for 2 years, right? If Giants had kept to their normal release schedule, we would be 6 months in to the next game. And he would have to rework things, probably for the next game. I get used to the new map. I just play it. Certainly don't try to memorize where things are. Just kind of play it and over the course of 5 or 6 hours, you kind of get a feel for which way to go, where things are. So just for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna turn back the clock a little bit to 5x. Never realized the spring actually stretches on this thing. There are a fair share of cultivators, small, well, you think in real life a 3-meter cultivator is the width of the road. There are plenty of farmers using implements that are 3 meters or less. David, thanks for the super chat. Like, look at that bridge over there. He's got different materials kind of capping the arch, and as such, they really stand out at this time of day. The light. Blocking course here momentarily. Go. Don't release the Kraken. He does have a really nice PDA on the main website. Because, you know, this one, so much can get obscured by dots and words. You end up coming in here and like turn stuff off so I can figure out where things are. But then you zoom in, then you kind of like, that, where is that at? These arrows. I don't know what these arrows are. I know Raz did a live stream of this map the other day. I haven't had a chance to watch it. What was your overall take? I was busy fording Susquehanna River. I actually had it up in the on my other screen. I was seeing little snippets of what you were doing. Looked like at one point you were fast forwarding the clock. We light the lights. We might have to call the shop and tell them to come pick up their machine. I don't think we're going to get over there today. Oh, does it change with the snow? Or change with the seasons? Thanks for the sub, Austin. Here, I thought I was sneaking over that other field. So you can find the official webpage in the description below. EGA Cloud / EDO mod, I think. We might have to jump into day 3 of spring. She's getting dark, Jim. She's getting dark. George, that is a mod I put in. That is the compost mod. Allows you to buy a compost buy point, basically. Let's go here and turn off those trigger markers. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Good 12 hours. Jump. There we go. Yeah, it's been pointed out that the map was built on a 4x starter map. So the square here is 4x. So if you move this up here in the corner, it's still smaller than a standard map. I think once it's expanded to the Pro version, it will still be smaller than a standard map, but it's bigger than initially perceived if you think that this is a standard map to begin with. So I'm hoping his decision to use a 4X starter map does not bite him with respect to getting a demo version for console out, because we know 4X maps won't go on console. There's never been a 4X map on console. And I mean, the Millennial Farms map, where they wanted to play their little tricks and games with the stuff outside the playable border, I understand that played pretty heavily in all of the release, take back, re-release problems. So, I mean, I would love for consoles to be able to experience this. I really got to think that console players are going to have a serious coming to reality with respect to what this map's going to do with a slot count. And I heard him scream bloody murder about the slot count with the Millennial Farms map, and with the, what was it? The Oxygen David map. You can't have your cake and eat it. Low slot count kind of implies that it's less detailed, less of a visual load on the system. George, we have not heard anything about what the future farm sim might be. We don't know if they're planning to release one this year, if they're planning to release one next year, or if they're planning to release one, period. Anyone stating that they have information about the next farm sim is basically pulling it out their ass, and they have nothing, and they're putting videos out there to get you to watch. That's about all they're doing. You can see running what we would have been running at 10 times speed. It would have been day 2, mid-afternoon. So we got this work done. Yep, definitely farm sim clickbait. Be anything claiming to have any type of information about 21. I mean, you would think, right, with the ambassador program that Giants now has, that those appointed to be the intermediaries between the gaming community and Giants would have, when there is information to have, that we would have that information. And right now, there is no information to be had. Let's go ahead and load up the compost one more time. Should let us finish field off. I am using the increased fuel usage mod. We will have to refuel our tractors. Tractor, I should say, for frequent. But this is the small compost bunker from the compost mod, which basically allows you to add compost to any map. There are multiple placeable compost bunkers. This lets you make compost, and we'll probably sell this when we're done and put this down at some point to then be able to make our own compost going forward. We basically have small and large versions of the buy point and sell point, so we can even sell compost. And then we also have Compost Tea, which is liquid compost basically, that we could buy, sell, and store. No Man's Land is definitely a freestyle map, right? The ultimate frontiersman map. I think that's what I put on the thumbnail. Oh. I guess we technically own this. No, we don't own this grass. We don't need grass. We don't have anything but... We won't have anything but pigs, so... I mean, for me, No Man's Land is just flat out intimidating. It's too build your own map for me. I'd basically be there going, too many options. But for creative types, it's perfect, right? See it, you can envision what you want, and you can make it happen. For me, I see it, I envision not what I want, and then I don't know where to start. Welcome, Digital Farmer. Welcome to the stream. I mean, I thought about taking Raz's No Man's Land, where he was building out a map and is like, let's build a map series on No Man's Land. Thought about basically taking that map and playing it, but he basically broke it with too many shop items. can easily see why you would love the map, Digital Farmer, right? I mean, she is an absolute beauty. Stunning. I had to pick my jaw up off the ground just to be able to do the map tour. You might find it incredibly difficult to talk with your jaw wide open. We are driving the Dutes because it was cheap and it was high horsepower. Well, Spud, you kind of have that on lots of these maps that are pre-built. Just go in with a mod like Easy Dev Controls, add in money, buy the fields you want, buy the animals you want, buy the equipment you want, and then basically roll your money back to something manageable that you want to run. Once you have everything set, maybe roll your money back to 50 grand and get to playing. Then you are basically managing an existing running farm. Alright, well, that's all the compost. We won't worry about the rest. I mean, other times you might want to you know, play it with the starting equipment and the starting money. This is a Dutes. Basically, I took the recommended mods that the mod author had on his website and pretty much downloaded them all and stuck them in the mod folder. And I wanted to upgrade from the tractor. Where are we going to stick this? Stick it in here for me. I wanted to upgrade from the Fiat because I wanted something that could drive around the map a little faster than 15 miles an hour. And then hopefully be the one tractor to rule them all. I sold all the starting stuff, or most of the starting stuff, and I was looking through here and I was like, well, I got this Fiat here, 24 miles an hour. $180 horsepower. And then we had things like, you know, Lamborghini deal, Sammy deal. And then we got to this one. Like, oh. And I could get it with 210 horsepower. So that's what we went with. Alright, we need to get over here. Starting silo. So we need to go out here. Need to make a right. Right, make a left. Left. Get over here to the starting silo so we can pull our crop out of the starting silo and bring it back to the farm. Trying to do for the rest of the stream, which probably means we'll take 1 or 2 trips. Yeah, it's probably that pack that Raz was talking about earlier. I didn't pay much attention. I literally just clicked on every single mod picture that he had it open a new tab, and then I just downloaded them. The only things I didn't download were direct links to like a media share download. My general thought process is, well, if I don't know what the heck I'm downloading, I'm just taken straight to a download page. It doesn't have like, you know, tell me what I'm downloading. It's just download this file. Oh, that is a one-way road. I'll have to observe the road directions, at least while you all are watching. I think this is where the... Yep, this is where the starting silo is. I think it was VI Planet that told me about this one. We need to get our... starting crop out of this silo. We're going to transfer it back to the pig farm. What? Try not to get lost. I mean, maybe the guy wants you to go all the way around the map. A one-way loop. Should be able to turn up here, right? Yep, this is working. This is working. And then we're going to have fun backing this in. Ground temp is still just 39 degrees, day 3 of spring. No rush to get to planting yet because, well, our ground temps are still low. Something else you got to get used to if you're doing a longer season's play is that ground temps just don't change as fast because they don't need to. So this is storage of crop and pig food. This is the active feeding the pig food. See, how close do we need to be? Left, tip left side. No, that's nice. Oh, nice. Now we're adding grain back in. Hey, Richard, what's up? So that worked out well. We could pretty much use the same direction. I like this little walking path. This is pretty neat. The road curves around, but then kind of a walking path there between the fence and the hill. Richard, we are slowing down and enjoying this. What are you talking about? Got another 21 days before summer's here. But you know, my MO is full throttle. Full throttle all the time. Alright, people, we're going to throw it over to Raznak. Can someone put a link to his live stream for me? Getting ready to go live. And we are just about done for the night. Go continue your farm sim watching over on Raznak's channel. He's going to be doing Emerald Coast, I believe. I'm just going to continue to shuttle crop from here to there while I enjoy Raz's stream just as much as everybody else. So go ahead, click those links and jump on over there. If he's not started yet, he'll be starting momentarily. And until next time, happy farming.